Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about the shadow. You may have heard the term the shadow, shadow work, the shadow of the soul. What the shadow is just parts of us, parts of our soul consciousness, or just parts of our personality, or just parts of us that took on a personality of their own that felt rejected or felt criticized or felt judged. They are parts of us that live in the shadow of the soul. They are in the darkness. They're not in the light. Now, a shadow is also, you can think of something that's behind you. It follows you, right? Well, a shadow is really a part that you left behind. It's a part of you you left behind. And you left it behind because you didn't want to take it with you. You left it behind because you didn't want it to be a part of your life. And the reason you didn't want this part of you to be a part of your life is because when you expressed this part of you, you felt either judged, criticized, or rejected. But somewhere there was some kind of an emotional component that made you believe that this is a flawed part of you. And that if you hang on to this flawed part of you, others are going to see it and they're going to reject you, criticize you, judge you as well. So what you did is you suppressed it and it became part of your shadow, part of the darkness inside of you, because you won't bring it to the light. You won't let it be revealed. You leave it behind you. But also when it's behind you or suppressed within you, it goes wherever you go. It's following you. That means that it can be reactivated at any time. Somebody could say something and this shadow part starts to emerge because it gets shaken up, it gets woken up. And then you react. And you react because you want to shut it back down right away. So that's your ego stepping in and it wants to shut it down. So it might shut down all your emotions. You become very quiet. It might make you flee from a situation that you were in where you felt that coming forward, or your ego will find a distraction, something for you to do that's going to stop you from thinking about the emotions that are starting to come up. That's the part of you, that's shadow. Shadow parts need to be healed. If they're not healed, what's going to happen is they're always going to get activated again, activated, reactivated, and they're going to cause some kind of disruption in your life because your ego is going to be fighting against those feelings, but those feelings need to be heard. They need to be felt. They need to be brought to the light. So once they're healed, once you do the healing work on your shadow, and that's what shadow work is, it's doing the healing work on these disowned parts of us we did not want to own. You do the work, and now what happens is you realize these are innocent parts of you, and you decide it's okay to own them now. It's okay to love them. It's okay to stop rejecting them because they're a part of you. And once you do that and you do the healing work, then you bring them back into the whole of who you are. And this will give you a feeling more balanced, in more harmony. So shadow work is something I think everybody should do, because no matter how great your childhood was, there's always something that's going to make a child feel that their safety, security, or their lovability is being threatened. It could be even a bully at school. You could have the perfect family, but a neighbor, a bully at school, a sibling, somebody made you feel bad about who you are, and you decided that you can't let this part of you be seen or heard. So you hide it. So I'll give you an example. So if you're younger and you were heavily criticized for wearing a bright color yellow, and your sibling laughs at you and says you look like a banana, okay? And you just happen to love the color yellow. But that was so emotional for you because you came out with your yellow and you thought, wow, I feel so beautiful in this color. I feel so bright and I just feel so good in it. And then you have a little troubling situation with a sibling that says you look like a banana in that outfit. Now, this becomes a part of you that says, Wow, I just got rejected for wearing yellow. Now you forget about it, but you never wear yellow again, but you don't know why. You just find that you don't pick yellow anymore. And then you're an adult. And next thing you know, you're never wearing yellow. And then one day somebody says to you, you will look great in yellow. And you may find yourself becoming sad all of a sudden or shutting down all of a sudden. That's because somebody just woke up that shadow part. That part of you that you rejected, the part of you that loves yellow, you rejected that. So you may react and say, yellow, I hate yellow. I would never wear yellow. And you don't even know why you're saying that, because what's happening is that's the ego. Because what it's doing, it's compensating for the part of you that feels that you would be rejected if you wore yellow. So that's just one example, but we do have some deeper things than that, a lot of people. So if you feel that you're being triggered all the time, I highly recommend you find someone to do some really good shadow work with, because it's going to bring you feelings of balance, lightness, wholeness, and your soul won't feel fragmented because you're bringing the shadow parts to the light for healing, for love, for compassion, and then you're integrating them back into the whole of who you are. And that in itself just gives you such beautiful feelings of connection to yourself, self-love, self-acceptance, and a beautiful feeling of peace and harmony in your soul. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. So I also want to say many blessings and thank you for joining me. And if you have any questions, just put them down in the video. And if you need to reach out to me, I could be reached at kelly@heartwisdom.info. Have a wonderful day or evening. Thank you.